What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mean Joe Green, aka Prince of the Ghetto. Y'all like this video on your way in, and if you're not subscribed, go on subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm talking about. But on this video here, I want to start a new thing, something that I call Rap Chronicle. It's gonna be a part one, you know, when I talk about something in the rap game, probably like flashback or old school or new school. You know, I want to talk about, different artists and what they represented, you know. And on this one, this gonna be part one. I want to talk about the rapper Mystikal. If y'all know Mystikal, you'll know. You know, Mystikal, he came up on the rap scene like in the late 90s and early 2000s. And Mystikal was a rapper with talent. You know what I'm saying? And I know me and my people, we used to play him back in the day. And like my mama and grandmother, they used to say, "Who is that you listening to? Doing all that hooping and hollering." Because, they really didn't understand what he was saying, because he used to be on the mic. "Y'all motherfuckers better be ready to rumble." You know what I'm saying? But if you was a hip hop head, you knew that he was actually going off, you know. And I just heard that he got his bond denied, but I would love, to hear Mystikal do some old music, like how he come, because the rap game, right now it's just it's no authenticity. It's no everybody trying to sound the same. You know what I'm saying? And if you was an old head, back in the day, you knew each rapper was different. When you hear Mystikal, you know, oh, that's Mystikal. And I ain't gonna lie, when Mystikal signed to No Limit, damn near on every verse and album he got on, he was snapping. I used to back then want to hear, certain No Limit albums go straight to the song with Mystikal on. Play the song with Mystikal on. I could go straight to the song with Mystikal on. Mystikal on, that's just, going off. But that's come because he had that pen game. They was writing their music back then. And Mystikal had his own flow and his own style. You know. And like these days, these rappers, they go in the booth, they don't have no, they just flow. They go and they get high just freestyle, and they got no storyline. They lying about most of the stuff they saying, And back then, rappers, they used to mostly talk about stuff that they doing. Mystikal came up from New Orleans. He was with Big Boy Ray. He was big in New Orleans first. But, we started catching on to Mystikal in Mississippi when we heard that, here I go, here I go, here I go. And I'm talking about when that song first came out, I'm talking about everybody, back in the day, everybody used to ride around and had the bump in their car. And all you used to hear was boom, 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 boom. And I'm talking about everywhere you go, even my mom would say, I know that song, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody used to play it. Every time you turn around, you just hear boom, boom, boom. Here I go, here I go, here I go. And everybody know that was Mystikal. Mystikal came in the game hot already. You know what I'm saying? And, I just want to give a big shout out, because Mystikal, he was one of those artists that, like I said, you know who he was. You know what I'm saying? That man, if you was a hip hop head, like I said, and it's just sad today that these young boys, if they was to hear, like I let my kids and their friends hear something like that, they be like, that's old. Like, they can't comprehend or catch nothing he's saying. And I get it, because this generation, I ain't gonna lie, this younger generation right now, these boys 14, 15, and 16, 17, they is dumbed down, man. Them boys, these kids don't even be knowing their address. They in 11th grade, 10th, 11th grade, don't even know their address and zip codes. So that right there tell me that they can't comprehend in this rap game to the lyrics, to the rappers, what they saying now, because they dumbed down. They too simple. They don't want to think. You know, and rappers back then, like I said, even before Mystical them, you had to think because they was spitting bars. You had to catch what they were saying, man. And if you knew how to make people think and okay, dang, you was a cold rapper. You know, and Mystical was one of those ones, man, to me, in my opinion, you know. I still like that song Mystical that he did on that. I think that was Ghetto Fabulous. There you go, there you go, there you get that motherfucker. There you go, there you go, there you get that motherfucker. That boy, you snap on everything he got on. You gonna be down, stay down. Get the fuck around me. Nigga, let me know if you got some type of fucking problem we can solve it. Wash it up, then dissolve it. Up the pistol, lay it down on the carpet. I ain't coming for no fuckery. Don't fuck with me. Nigga slide be ducking like pockets. I'ma hool 'em like skullduggery. You can't get enough of it. Don't worry about the pain, cause bitch, you gon' die suddenly. They be playing tap with your ass at Reveille. You ain't gon' need no do not disturb, cause you gon' sleep heavily. I wipe my eyes on the tears and I'm making me plot revenge on one of these bitch ass niggas I chill. I done lost it, I done surpassed mad. Can't keep still cause my nerves all bad. I punched a brick wall with my balled up fist. I know I can't rest till I catch that bitch. There you go, there you go, there you get that motherfucker. Get that motherfucker. That goddamn Mystical boy, when that boy flame, that boy catch fire. If y'all don't know, if you're a new generation, go back and do your research on Mystical. On all his first 4 albums, really when he got with No Limit, that Unpredictable and Ghetto Fabulous. Go back and do your research. Go back to No Limit. Just check out all the old No Limit albums, the songs that feature Mystical. I bet you be like, man, that nigga, goddamn. I'm talking about he snapped on everything, man. So, I just wanted to, throw Mystical out there. Mystical was a top talent. In my eye, Mystical. That's why when he left No Limit, he was the only one that still was big. He got bigger. Cause when he left No Limit, he came out with the shake your ass. Watch yourself. See, that's how I know if he would have got out of prison, Mystical can forever perform and make money. Just like how Juvenile can always do, back that thing up. Mystical can always do shake your ass. Watch yourself. Danger. Get out on the floor. The nigga right here, that nigga had, I'm talking about, he got songs that he could just perform every weekend. A club pack him for that show, because he got hits. The new artists, they ain't gonna be able to do that. It's 2025, I guarantee you, a rapper that's hot in 2025, this time next year in 2026, them rappers can't get no shows. Because they don't got no music to stand out. They ain't coming out with no talent, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got no hot record that people can, they ain't really got no club records, really. Most artists that I hear my sons, them rap, they got tight beats, but they ain't saying nothing on them. So whenever you hear a new artist, you hear the tight beat, they all sounding the same. And the artist, people just look, they don't stand out, so ain't nobody really gonna know who they going to see. As opposed to a Juvenile or a Wayne, we know who that is. Wayne, oh yeah. They can pack arenas with people our age and possibly some of the younger generation catching on. So yeah, man, y'all go back and check that Mystical out, man. Mystical was one of those ones, man. And I'm telling you, he used to be one of my favorite, well, he was my favorite rapper out of No Limit. So yeah, this my rap chronicle, this part 1. I shared the light on Mystical. You know what I'm saying? I hope the best. I hope he can get out and get back to this music, because I love to hear where he at now, compare him to, do he still got it, or did he fell out? Which I doubt it, because once you got it, you got it. So shout out to Mystikal, that boy Michael Tyler, you know what I'm saying? And, hopefully things work out for him. But Mystikal get the Chronicle part 1 from me. And y'all know, y'all check that boy out, and it is what it is, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. If you made it this far, hit that like button, and you know, as always, I'm coming back with some more flavor, y'all. And this your boy, Mean Joe Green. It's love, and I'm about.